और इसी बीच बड़ी जानकारी आपको दी। सुप्रीम कोर्ट में सेम सेक्स मैरिज पर फैसला लिया गया है। समलैंगिक विवाह पर यह बड़ा फैसला आया है। चीफ जस्टिस ने यह फैसला पढ़ना शुरू कर दिया। 5 जजों की संविधान पीठ का फैसला लेगी। ये बड़ी जानकारी आपको दे रहे हैं। सुप्रीम कोर्ट में समलैंगिक यानी कि सेम सेक्स मैरिज पर आज बड़ा फैसला होना है। बड़ी खबर आपको बता रहे हैं। सुप्रीम कोर्ट में समलैंगिक विवाह यानी कि सेम सेक्स मैरिज पर फैसला आना है। चीफ जस्टिस ने अब फैसला पढ़ना शुरू कर दिया है। तो अब इंतजार इस बात का है कि आखिर इस पूरे मामले को लेकर क्या फैसला आता है।
The freedom to choose a partner and the freedom to enjoy their society, which are essential components of the right to enter into a union and the freedom of intimate association, would be rendered odious if the relationship were to be discriminated against. For the right to have real meaning, the state must recognize a bouquet of entitlements which flow from an abiding relationship of this kind. A failure to recognize such entitlements would result in systemic discrimination against queer couples. Unlike heterosexual couples who may choose to marry, queer couples are not conferred with the right to marry by statute. To remedy this, during the course of the hearing, the Solicitor General of India made a statement that a committee chaired by the Cabinet Secretary will be constituted to set out the rights which will be available to queer couples and unions. The committee shall set out the scope of the benefits which accrue to such couples. I've traced the right to form unions through a variety of provisions of the Constitution, and I'll refer to Article 19(1)(e) among other things. Citizens of India have the right to settle in any part of the territory of India in terms of Article 19(1)(e). They, like all other citizens, may exercise this right in 2 ways. First, they may build their lives in a place of their choosing in accordance with law, either by themselves or with their partner. They may reside in that place permanently, subject to other reasonable restrictions, including those intended to protect the rights of tribal communities. This right is uniquely significant to persecuted groups, such as queer persons, intercaste couples, or interfaith couples, who migrate from their hometowns to other places in the country, including cities. And second, they may settle down with another person by entering into a lasting relationship with them. In fact, this mode of the exercise of the right under Article 19(1)(e) is encompassed by the first mode, because to many people, building a life includes choosing their life partner. Hence, the right to enter into a union is also grounded in Article 19(1)(e). Article 21 is available to all persons, including queer persons. Article 21 encompasses the rights to dignity, autonomy, and privacy. Each of these facets animates the others. It is not possible to speak of the right to enter into a union without also speaking of the right to intimacy, which emanates from these rights. 170 note kar do. These rights demand that each individual be free to determine the course of their life as long as their actions are not barred by law. Choosing a life partner is an integral part of determining the course of one's life. Most people consider this decision to be one of the most important decisions of their life, one which defines their very identity. Life partners live together, spend a significant amount of time with one another, merge their respective families, create a family of their own, care for each other in times of sickness, support one another, and much more. Hence, the ability to choose one's partner and to build a life together goes to the root of the right to life and liberty under Article 21. Undoubtedly, many persons choose not to have a life partner, but this is by choice and not by a deprivation of their agency. The law constrains the right to choose a partner in certain situations, such as when they are within prohibited degrees of relationships or are in a consanguineous relationship. All persons, including members of the queer community,